She was known as Mummy, Mama, Auntie Janet, or simply a friend you were lucky to have. She may not have been the root of our talk early family tree, but she was certainly the heart or the trunk that held us up. She poured herself into the lives of her kids and grandkids, but still found time to impact so many others who were lucky enough to be part of her life. She was a PTA mom, a den mom, and a dance mother, or Dean, Kirk, or Bridget's mother. If my brother, sister, or I were there, she happily made things special in so many ways. When I was in elementary school, she dressed like a witch to serve our Sundays. I'm pretty sure she created a mythical character named Sarah Plunder and read us a not-so-scary story. Along with the usual vanilla and chocolate ice cream and whipped cream, she created custom toppings, walnuts carved into backbones, and cherries carved into some tiny animal parts. She was just as happy being the magic behind the curtain, though, with Papa often there lending a hand. Her home in Medford and the cottage down the Cape were her happy places. Our whole lives, she and Papa didn't go anywhere without us kids, because being here for family mattered most. She said early on that Daddy would bring home the bacon and Mommy would cook it. I now say into something unforgettable. Her steno notebook held plans, ideas, thoughts, and creations from the time I was born until she left us earlier this month. She worked hard to make things special, although earlier in life I didn't understand how much time magic takes. I always appreciated the results, however. She was happy being the magic behind the curtain. She didn't ask for accolades, and somehow her and Papa never missed an event. I believe magicians must keep their secrets. My mother, on the other hand, was glad to teach you how to do anything, as many times as it took, with patience, understanding, and encouragement. Birthday parties in the playroom were attended by family and friends with incredible cakes, decorations, accessories, and gift bags. I think a cousin or two had their party there as well. Christmas bazaars filled with Janet originals, handmade wreaths we got to help fill, little mice made from walnuts carefully separated, Santa elves made from ladies' nylons, each with a handwritten tag and a custom art branded as Janet originals. She taught us the little red pen lesson, often making something and it tastes better when you got to help make something with Mama. She let us lick the bowl, the beaters, the spoon, the spatula, one for each of us, including Daddy. My parents always had a red cooler at the beach, every year for the past 56 years. A magic cooler filled with an endless supply of cherries, grapes, cookies, watermelon. Some things were consistent, but periodically something new would pop up. Her purse was also its own kind of magic, stocked with Neosporin, Band-Aids, tweezers, and scissors, ready for anything that might require Mummy's attention. She had recipes for every season and special treats for every occasion. Baked stuffed lobster, stuffed artichokes, clam casino, clam chowder, mussels fried agua, with bread to soak up every drop, chili in a white bowl with a perfect flat spoon, French onion soup with the same spoon and bowl, but a big piece of bread covered with cheese. She meticulously poured butter over layers or phyllo dough for baklava, shaped perfect peaks on lemon meringue pie, made ricotta pie with powdered sugar lettuces, apple pies topped with a hand-carved apple into the crust, extra crust sprinkled with sugar in a bag just because we liked it, twisted and formed gray breads housed with color eggs for Easter, green tree cookies with a single silver ball at the top, gemelli cookies in a paper bag, pumpkin pie with a handmade pumpkin decorating on the top, a large Ziploc bag with muddy buddies in the freezer down the cave. She created Camp Mama for the grandkids and their friends, bringing the same magic to them that she first started more than 30 years earlier. Before you could just Google for answers, I would call my mother when my friends and I couldn't figure something out. Someone would say, call your mother, she'll know, because usually she did. Handmade Halloween costumes, handwritten notes, or just holding her hand, they did it all right. Nothing is better than the original, but every once in a while, I would like to think my brother, sister, and I were able to break through the lofty ceiling my mother created. Kirk's hosted birthday parties in his backyard wonderland. My mother still brought the cake. Bridget's hosted Halloween parties with family and friends in themed costumes. Mama and Papa came as Oompa Loompas. My Cape Cod 4th of July games with food, games, and events for all of us to play and enjoy. My mother still supplied the desserts, strawberry shortcake for one. She couldn't have been any prouder of us, and we couldn't have been luckier than to have had her. When she was sick, she told the doctors, I just want to get healthy enough so I can be home in my kitchen, cooking for my family. Dad never missed an appointment or visit. His love for Mommy never wavered. Papa and Bridget did everything they could to get her home where she wanted to be. After her last hospital visit, when finally getting back to her home with all the great grandkids around, she looked so happy that everyone was there together. My mother wasn't just magic in our family. She was someone of note in countless others. Papa, myself, Kirk, Bridget, Tyler, Hunter, Farrah, Lucius, Mason, Stella, my wife Lisa, and my brother-in-law John will keep all things special ongoing. My mother left us a long list of examples, so all we need to do is follow the map she created. I would like to think I can use my mother's magic. Kirk can use her superpowers, and Bridget can use signs from above. One of the last things she said to all of us together was simple: love each other. She was truly the best, and we will miss her every day.